I bought my first car at 19. I'm gonna show you guys how. $4,000 lower than the price. And this is a mistake that I made. I love the seats. Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a car tour plus car essentials plus my process and like the mistakes that I made and the mistakes that you shouldn't make when you're buying your first car. So first I'm going to start off with like the basics. Well, this is a new car. This is like a mini sneak peek of like what it looks like. But I'm going to be starting off with the basics and like what you should start off doing if you want to get your car at a young age. So I have a little bit of like, I have like some notes on my phone to make sure that I don't miss any points in this video. So I'm gonna start off with me getting my license. So I got my license in May, I believe it was May 4th. This year, it was about like 6 months ago. So I've had my license for about 6 months. Oh wait, no, like 8 months. No, I had my license for 8 months because May, June, July, August, September, November, December. Wait, no, 7 months. Y'all get the point. But I had it for like 6 months, 8 months, whatever. It's under a year. So I had my license for under a year and was still able to get a car and everything like that and get good rates on like my insurance and stuff like that. But first, I would say definitely get your license. Don't get a car before you get your license because then it's like you're driving a car without a license. So like you have your permit, but like you can't really drive by yourself with a permit. So I would say definitely get your license first. That would be the first step to you wanting to get a car. I mean, there's nothing wrong with getting a car before you get your license, but I just feel like it's better to have a license before you get your car. Then after I got my license, I took those months to kind of decide on what car I wanted to get. I've been through like a couple different cars. Like I wanted to get a Nissan, I wanted to get a Benz, Hyundai, Kia, Audi. Like it was so many different options, but I was like, I think I want a car that's gonna last me a long time. It's my first car, like I don't need to do like a whole thing, you know? So I'm like, yeah, so I'm gonna get a car that's gonna last me a long time. It has like no like transmission problems, stuff like that, because I did hear like Nissans have like transmission problems, so I wasn't gonna get a Nissan. My boyfriend and my sister drive a Nissan. Theirs seems fine, but like, I don't know, I don't like the transmission on it. Like it's super loud. Like I don't want a loud car, you know? So yeah. And then I started looking at Hondas and Toyotas because I know those are like the most like long lasting cars. Oh, and disclaimer, I got a new lens yesterday for Christmas. It's the day after Christmas, y'all. But I got a new lens yesterday for Christmas. This is like a wide angle lens. I really like it. I don't know, it looks more like professional, you know? It's really cute. I would link the lens down below, but I got this for Christmas and it's so freaking cute. And it's not so close to my face. Like I'm pretty close to the camera right now, but it doesn't even seem like I'm that close to the camera because of the wide angle. But yeah, I really like this lens. I'm gonna link it down below. I finally decided on a car. I wanted to get a Toyota. I decided on the Toyota Corolla because I really loved the interior, and I'll show you guys that in the car tour. If you're not really interested in the process and like you already got your process down packed, then you can just skip to the end of the video and like the essentials and stuff like that if you don't care about my process and like what you should do to get your car. But yeah, so I decided on a Corolla because it was super affordable. It's great on gas. The interior was like the #1 thing for me. I don't know, like I know like I should be looking at other things other like besides the cosmetics and like the interior and stuff like that, but like that was the biggest thing for me because I really love the huge screen that's on this car, and then I love the steering wheel area. Sorry y'all, somebody walked past the guy. And then I loved that the interior was like lighter. Everything just looks so clean, like it looks new, like it's great. So I just started researching and stuff like that, places that I can get it in my area, Toyota dealerships, other dealerships that just sell like different cars, stuff like that. But I would definitely recommend getting your car from the brand that your car is. So like if you want a Nissan, get it from a Nissan dealership. If you want a Benz, get it from a Benz dealership, only because if you get like a Toyota from a Kia dealership, it might not be like, it might not be fully like, I don't know if y'all get what I'm saying, but like it might not be like checked fully because they don't necessarily know about Toyotas because it's a different brand. So like the car that I got Why is it blinking like that? The car that I got was Toyota certified. So it was like checked by Toyota. It has warranty, all those things. So I would definitely recommend getting it from the brand that your car is. Places like CarMax and stuff, like of course you can go there because their cars are usually like checked and stuff no matter what the brand is, because it's like a used car dealership. So like CarMax, Carvana, all those things should be good. I don't know personally, but my sister did get her car from Carvana, I believe, and hers was like fine. So then I started saving. So I really started saving like before I even decided on a car, because I knew I wanted to get a car this year. So I started saving. I would say to save at least like 10% down payment so that you don't have a high financing rate, because I do see some people that pay like $500 for the car and then $500 for the insurance because they're super young, so their insurance is really high. But like I was not doing that because like I'm not gonna spend $1,000, like I'm not gonna be car broke, okay? I'm super young and it's like I wanna go out and buy other things. Like why would I spend all my money on a car? Then the next thing is another super big thing. It might be like the biggest thing out of all these things, building your credit. So get a credit card. If you're planning on getting a car, like let's say like 5 months from now, get your credit card right now, because your financing rate will basically kind of go off of what your credit is and your credit history. So if you have like having like a 700 and above will get you a pretty good rate. Mine was a 700 above, like it was like higher than that. But my rate was like still a little bit more expensive, and I'll tell you why. And this is a mistake that I made. My history was only 3 months long because I got my credit card 3 months ago. It was only like 3 months of credit history, and that kind of like affected my rate. But fast forward to December, now I'm trying to like actually get the car, and I am trying to do the loan through my bank, because it's way better to get your loan through your bank, because they'll always have a lower rate for you since that's your bank. So I would definitely say go through your bank, not the dealership. If you have to go through the dealership like I did, then go through the dealership. But what I would definitely recommend is going through your bank first. So the mistake that I made was only having 3 months of credit history. So when I tried to do my loans through my bank, they both denied me. So I did Navy Federal and I did Bank of America, but they both denied me because my history was like nothing. So it's basically no history. So they did not give me like the auto loan, whatever. That was like making me really worried. So I was like, oh my God, like I'm supposed to be getting my car literally next week and they're not accepting my loan. So originally I was supposed to be getting my car this week on the 29th. I like did the loan, all this stuff like 2 weeks ago. It was like the 17th, I believe, when I started like trying to do the loan and stuff like that, just so I could have it prepared for the 29th. But once I started seeing that I was getting denied for it, I was like, okay, so this process is probably gonna have to move faster, because I can't wait till the last second to try to get a car on the 29th. Because I feel like that was the last second. That was like the last time for like the car deals and stuff like that. And once the new year hits, like the rates are totally different. So I had to get it before the new year started. So I was like, I'm not gonna wait till the 29th because that's the last second. So I went to the dealership on the 19th. And another thing that I will say is have dealerships, like a couple different dealerships for backup. So like don't just look at one dealership location for the specific car that you want, because there's a possible chance they won't have it. And that's what happened to me. So I only had one, like I had a couple options, but I really only like wanted to go to one. And this one Toyota dealership was 2 hours away. I went there, asked for the salesperson. The salesperson that I talked to apparently wasn't there, but they will lie to you to take the sale. So they said that my salesperson that I talked to on the phone wasn't there because I asked her to test drive the car or whatever. And then he comes back and is like, I don't have the car anymore that you called about or whatever. Basically they sold it or whatever. So he's like, come and look at some cars that we have on the lot. Don't do that, because they'll definitely try to get you to get a car that you don't want. Unless you're like on the fence about a different car that you want, then feel free. But I already decided on the car that I wanted. Like I was stuck on that car. Like I want this car. So I said, no, we're gonna go somewhere else that's like a couple minutes away, because I'm not gonna do that. And I was already 2 hours out. So I'm like, no, I'm just gonna go somewhere that's closer, whatever. It wasn't in the plan, because my plan was to only go to that one. So definitely have Toyotas or different dealerships for backup. Another thing that I will say that I did not do, that was a mistake on my hand, was not calling the dealership, like at least calling them 20 minutes before you're gonna get there and ask if they have the specific car on hand right now. Definitely don't just go based off what's online, because what's online might not be what's actually there on hand. So we left that first dealership because they didn't have anything. We went to the second dealership, Toyota number 2, and we found the car that I wanted. Everything was like perfect. We test drove the car. It was fine, smooth, But things started going downhill once we got to the numbers. So we tell the guy what we want for the car because that's just the price that I could afford. That's what I want. So we tell him what we want. He's like, he basically like can't do that. Like he went down like $1,000. $1,000 isn't like too much based on the price of the car. So it's like, I want more than that. Like, no. Don't be afraid to tell the salesman what you want because they'll most likely give it to you if you tell them that you're gonna leave. But do not tell them that you're gonna leave unless you actually have somewhere to go after that. So like a place that's gonna give it to you cheaper. Because if you say that and then they don't give you the deal and they just say go somewhere else, then you're kind of like looking like you have nowhere else to go because they're probably gonna give it to you for the same price or higher. So in return of him saying that he can only bring the price down $1,000, we just said there's a Toyota dealership 2 minutes away from here that will give it to me for cheaper than what you're giving it to me for. He swore us up and down that there was not a Toyota that was gonna give it to us cheaper than what he was giving it to us for. So we were like, there is, and we're just gonna leave if we don't get the price that we want. Cause like you have to be like that with the salesman because they will cheat you for your money and act like there's nowhere else for you to get it cheaper when there definitely is. But only say that if it's true. Don't be like, oh, there's a Toyota down the street 4 minutes away that's gonna give it to me for $2,000 when there's not actually a Toyota that's gonna give it to you for that price. Like, you have to be real with yourself. Yeah, we got up left because I was not gonna pay that price when I know I can get it cheaper somewhere else. On to Toyota number 3, and this Toyota is actually where I got my car from. I call them actually before I get there and say, oh, do you have this car? And they said, yeah. Well, actually asked them about 2. One of them they did not have, but it was still online. So that is a thing that you guys have to remember to call before you go there because there's stuff online that's not on hand there. So we call and he's like, yeah, I have this one. You can come test drive, whatever. So we get there. It's little like spots that I didn't like on the seats because the seats are really bright, as you guys can see. They're really light. So like any like little dark spot that you can see on the seats, it was like super noticeable. So I'm like, it's little spots on the seats, like no. We test drive, we get out, we tell him about the little spots, and he literally cleans the car for us, like gets it cleaned by someone before we even talk about numbers or anything like that. And I thought that was like so great, and it was like you're actually trying to like do more than what a regular salesman would do because like they probably would not clean a car until like after you try to buy the car, or like after you talk numbers, or like if you bring it up and you're like, oh, the price should be lower because of this, like that's when they would probably clean the car. But he cleaned the car before we even talked about anything else, and we were not charged for the fee for like the car cleaning or anything like that. So he got the seats like fully clean. That's why they look so clean right now, because he literally got them clean like before. After he got them clean, we went to the table to talk about numbers, and we literally went in there. We told him the price that we wanted, and he said he's gonna go see what he can do, and then he went to the back for a couple minutes and he came back and he's like, I can give it to you for this price. And it was the price that we wanted. The price that we got the car for was $4,000 lower than the price that the second dealership was trying to give it to us for. But that dealership swore us up and down that we were not gonna find that car for lower than the price that he was giving it to us for. We ended up finding it for literally $4,000 lower. And I was so excited about that because I'm like he really thought that I was not gonna find my car for the price that I wanted to get it for. And it's like, we did our research before. Like, we know how much the value of the car was supposed to be. So we're not gonna get cheated for our money, you know? So another thing I would say is taking at least 5 hours out of your day to purchase a car, because it might take long because like anything can happen. See, like me going to a couple different dealerships did take up a lot of time. So we started at like 10 a.m. and ended around 3 o'clock. So yeah, definitely saving at least 5 hours out of your day, making sure there's nothing right after that you need to do, because you'll be like rushing, and you don't want to rush a car buying process, because that's how you lose money without like negotiating price and having enough time to negotiate. That's how you get scammed and waste your money on a car that's not the same value that you paid for it for, you know? But yeah, so we got it $4,000 lower, same exact car, same exact mileage, everything was like same, and we got it for $4,000 lower. It took us like an hour to wait for the financing part after we made the walkout price deal, and definitely focus more on the walkout price than your monthly. Don't go in there talking about you want your monthly to be $350, like, because they're gonna give it to you for $350, but your walkout price is going to be way over the car value if you tell them what you want your monthly to be. Go in there and tell them your walkout price and settle the walkout price, and then you talk about the monthly, because those are like two different things. So definitely do walkout price first to make sure that you're getting the value for the car that you're buying. But yeah, so we get to that. They show me like my rates, all that stuff, things that I can add on if I want, like it was like special like services and stuff like that I could add on. I just did the base because it's like I can get those things with my regular insurance that I already pay for, so it's fine. And since my car was Toyota certified, it had like a couple different things that came with it anyway, so I'm like, I'll just take the base, whatever, and use my Toyota certified perks and then my insurance perks that I get. So also another tip is to make sure that you have your insurance and like you get your quote and stuff like that before you go and purchase the car, because getting your quote for your insurance is an important thing to have for when you're getting a quote is an important thing to have before you get your car, so that you know how much you're going to be paying, and if you still want to get that car, and making sure that that's like your final choice, because the year, the VIN number, the type of car, the mileage, all those things matter in insurance. And then how long you had your license, of course, those things matter. And having your insurance agent on speed dial when you're at the dealership, because you'll have to set up your insurance in front of their face when you're financing. Now, if you're using cash, I'm not sure how it really goes, but definitely if you're thinking about financing, you'll have to have your insurance that same exact day. Now, you won't have to have your first payment for your finance. That will start like maybe like a month later, but your insurance will definitely need to be paid that day. I personally have State Farm because they gave me a good rate for my license being under a year. Like I've only had it for like 6-7 months. So they gave me a good rate for that, and they gave me a bunch of discounts. So I did my insurance there, signed the financing papers for about 30 minutes. And then like I was basically done with the process, and I was able to drive off the lot with my car. So that was basically my full process with like paperwork, financing, setting up, getting in the car and stuff like that. So that's kind of like the basics that you guys need to know. I would definitely say research a little bit more to make sure like specific things, but that's my process and how I kind of got my car. It was a pretty easy process because I was not planning on getting my car the 19th. I was really just going to basically kind of see if I could get my car and like what my rate was going to be, since the banks were kind of declining my auto loan thingies because of my credit history. But guys, I am so freaking excited to finally have a car, because I wanted a car for so long, and it's like I was like saving for this. Like I was literally not buying anything for like months just so that I could save to have a really good down payment for my car. It could have been better, of course, but like to have a really good down payment, I was like saving so much. And I'm so excited that I finally got a car, and it's a car that I like. I was afraid that I was just gonna get a car that I didn't like just because I wanted a car, but it's a car that I really love, and it's my first car, and I'm super young to have like my first car and be able to purchase it myself without like a cosigner or anything like that. So yeah, I'm super excited about that. So I'm gonna give you guys the car tour that you guys probably been waiting for, and that's probably why you clicked on this video. But yeah, I'm gonna give you guys the car tour, and then I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of my essentials that I got for my car. But since I just literally got the car last week, it's like I still need to get more like essentials for my car, but this is like little small things that I just bought like this week, a little bit last week, and like gifts that I got for Christmas yesterday. So yeah, it's so freaking salty. Hate to see you are you happy? Hate to see you happy if I'm not the one driving. I'm so mature, I'm so mature, I'm so mature. Got me in therapist to tell me there's a limit. I want and I just want you, and I can't have you. No one should have mine. I love This is the trunk space. There's a lot of space to put stuff, but I do have my wipes in here already because I cleaned my car a little bit, but I am gonna get my car cleaned and tinted like next week, so it's fine. This is the inside, y'all. So steering wheel looks like this. I did get this for Christmas. I don't really like the bedazzle, I don't know, but like I'm gonna keep it on here because I got it for Christmas, and I'm just gonna keep it until I get a new steering wheel cover. But this is what the seats look like. So the seats are like gray, and then it's like a lighter gray at the bottom, but I love this dark gray color, and I like that it fades to like the white color. I like that this part of the car is also that light gray color, and this part of the car, which is so freaking cute to me. The big, huge screen right here. I love this screen because like I've always wanted a huge CarPlay screen for some reason. I don't know why. Like I'm not really gonna use it that much except for my music, but I really like that I have this huge screen right here. And then I have a little Yankee Candle car vent thing right here, and then of course like my little buttons for my AC. And then here is the odometer. This part is what tells you like where the door is open, and then it also tells you how fast you're going, your mileage, how much gas you have left. All those things go on this screen. That's usually how it's set up. The temperature of the car, I'm pretty sure that's what it tells you. Somebody tell me if I'm wrong. Like, I really don't know what I'm talking about right now. And then like the empty, full, whatever. And then how fast you're going, all that stuff. I really love the front of this. And then it has the buttons on the side where like you move the menu screen, phone calls, volume, up or down. I'm actually not sure what this is. I think it's like Bluetooth or maybe like phone calling. This one's like the lane assist. This one's like it stops for you when you're getting too close to the car or if you're at like a red light or something. I don't 100% know what these are. I know this is like to change my music and stuff, and this is like mode. Yeah. Okay, and then there's like the windshield wipers here, and this is like my high beams and stuff like that. The front area, I still have the little mats that came with the car, the little paper things on it. I love the back. And then this is like my, let me put this over here. Oh, and then I forgot to show you guys my Lululemon keychain for my car. I got this yesterday for Christmas as well because I lose stuff a lot. So like having this huge freaking keychain is gonna help me not lose my stuff all the time. But yeah, so this is like the change gears area and stuff. And then this is my cup holder area. But you can push this back. So you can push if you want more room, and then of course it has stuff inside of here. It has like chargers and stuff like that. And then this is like my parking brake, so it automatically comes on once I put it in park. Like I don't have to put my foot anywhere down here to put my car on the emergency brakes or anything like that. I'm not 100% sure what this is or what this is. If you have this car, please kind of like let me know. But yeah, so this is where you shift gears. You just pull this thing up and move it back. Me not even unlocking the full car. Alright, and then this is the back. I love the back, and then I love that it has this cup holder here. And then the guy did tell me that you can pull the seats down to have more trunk space if you want to. And then these are for, I believe, car seats. So if you need like the car seat thing in the back, you'll have like stuff for that. And then I'm guessing this is just a spot to put stuff because like there's literally nothing here. Like there's no charger or anything, but it's just a space. Now something else that's a little bit odd to me is that this part does not have a pocket, but this part does on this seat. I'm not sure why. I love the seats. And then of course we have the buttons here, which is like the window buttons for like the back seat, front seat, lock and stuff. And then these are for the mirrors right here. So when you need to like adjust them, you can push that. And then these are of course the locks that are like automatic, everything, the window's automatic. And then I have cup holders in here, speakers here, all those good things. And I am gonna get a little mini trash can to put right here because I be having little wrappers and stuff. So I be wanting to put it in the trash bin that I'm gonna add right here. But this is like how much interior space I have under there. And then under here is where you put your chargers. I love that it's under here because it's not all right here and in my like space that I need. So I love that it's right down here and like out of the way. But yeah, and then I'm gonna show you guys my Apple CarPlay screen to show you guys like how it works and everything like that. Okay, so this is the Apple CarPlay screen that's gonna come up. It's gonna say all that, and then once I plug in my phone, it'll automatically have the Apple CarPlay screen. Phone, it says that it's charging, and then it's gonna come up here. So it says that it has the maps there, and then it has my Spotify, and then like my phone call, messages, all those things. So this is like the screen that it'll show. It's touch screen. But yeah, but it's like really nice. I can play music. Here I have my mirror. It's nice and clean right now. I'm gonna keep trying to keep all these things clean for like a really long time. But yeah, this is my mirror. I can see perfectly out of it. Like I love this car. It drives so smooth. Like everything about this car is just so amazing. And then up here, thing. So this is where I like look at myself, whatever. I like that it slides instead of like the one that flips up. But I love that this slides open, and then the light comes on automatically when I slide the thing open and close. So that's so freaking cool to me. How fast you're going, how many miles that you have left until you're empty. It also shows you temperature outside. The time is 3:33, y'all. Oh my god. But yes, this car is so freaking cute, and I love everything about it. Like I love my keychain, it's so cute. But yes, I literally love this car, y'all. The Apple CarPlay really did it for me. Like, I love this huge screen right here. Like, it's so perfect. Like, I love this car, y'all. Okay, so now that we're back set up and everything, I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of my essentials that I got for my car. So first, of course, I got a keychain. You're gonna need a keychain for your keys because like you're gonna lose your keys if you don't have a keychain. So I got this huge Lululemon keychain for Christmas. Of course, I have pepper spray and my keys on here. I'm gonna carry the pepper spray on here because when I get out the car and I have my keychain, I'm gonna need it like on deck. I would just leave it in my car, but I'm not sure how safe that is, for one, to leave it like just in case it's hot or something. So I'm not gonna leave it in my car, but I'm definitely gonna keep it on my keychain. Then of course you're gonna need little air fresheners. So this one is the Pink Sands air freshener. I got another one for Christmas yesterday, so another Pink Sands, the Yankee Candle ones. Then I got this cute little foam mount. And then I got another little smelly thingy from Walmart. It's just a vanilla smelly thing. So of course I have a little deodorant on deck just in case, you know, because you're gonna need deodorant. Then I have a little Aquaphor, which is like lotion, chapstick, anything you want to use it for. Then I have a claw clip just in case I need to like clip my hair up for any reason. I have a little window breaker in here, a comb, wink wink, a little comb. Then I have some Aleve just in case I have like a headache or something like that. I have an extra ponytail scrunchie just in case. I have little feminine stuff in here. And then I have a little bit of cash just in case I need to like buy something really quick. And then I have a little chapstick, another little lip thing to make sure, because sometimes I be forgetting, y'all. I be forgetting to like put on my chapstick and stuff like that sometimes. So that's the end of my car tour, car essentials, the process, all those things. I'll see you guys in my next video. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this video and if I gave you guys a lot of helpful tips for when you get your car, if you're planning on getting your car at a young age. And I'll see you guys in my next vloggy.